Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Hi, folks. Welcome back. I'm going to try to keep my emotions in check and talk about this story, but I want you to watch this whole video because I saw on Twitter an explanation of the woke gender ideology that explains it so clear and so simple. It's a complicated issue because it's so bat crap crazy. Try to make any rational reason out of it through the eyes of the people that believe it. First, I'm going to cover this story briefly. It's disturbing, so be prepared. Chicago Schools Watchdog investigated complaints of a Litz employee SCX misconduct with students. And I'm going to go over just a couple here. Hundreds of school teachers in Chicago and school officials SCX groomed and SCX assaulted students or engaged in policy violations over the last 4 years. I love it. What the hell is a policy violation? I promise I keep my emotions in check. Chicago School Office of the Inspector General released its annual report Sunday, saying it substantiated more than 70 misconduct allegations out of more than 600 complaints. And there's probably, God knows, 5, 10 times that aren't reported. And that's for the one school year only. Unbelievable. The OIG investigation included one teacher groomed and SCX assaulted a 17-year-old student 3 times. Now I'm going to go through this just slowly, so if you want to stop the video and read it, go ahead. How they exchanged hundreds of text messages, and one high school teacher sent 4,000 text messages in one day. 400 in one day. And you can go on, and you can breeze too. But what I want you to really see is what this is coming up here. It explains the woke gender ideology just beautifully. And here it is. Woke gender theorists have built an ideology that says men can give birth, women can have penises, and children can exchange and select their gender. Their problem is nobody else believes this but them. That means that the people who believe their ideology are like a little club. They all believe this and want to spread their ideology to anyone they can. But how are they going to do this? Their beliefs are so absurd that any clear-thinking adult is going to reject them. With that said, here is what's going on. The woke gender theorists think they are special and have access to knowledge the rest of us don't have. Gender theorists think the rest of us have been brainwashed by society into thinking all humans are either male or female. Woke gender theorists think that all of society was created by straight white males to advance their goals, prestige, power, privilege, and interests of straight white males. And for that reason, literally everything in society is structured to advance their interests. Of straight white males, everything, hockey, buildings, McDonald's, the English language, roads, highways, the sewer system, light posts, everything in society is built for the benefit of straight white males. Their woke gender theorists think that because, in their view, everything in society is built by and for straight white males, everything in society either implicitly or explicitly perpetuates the assumptions and ideas of straight white males, even if no one else is aware this perpetuation of straight white males' ideas is happening. In other words, they're special privy. They know, but we don't. So the gender theorists think the straight males have structured society ensures everyone in society is swimming in a sea of straight white male ideas and is being socialized to accept straight white male ideas without realizing it. In other words, they're being brainwashed. Everyone that is except the woke gender theorists. They see through it all. It's mental illness and it's delusional. Everyone is asleep at the wheel, casually being socialized in the straight white male idea. But the woke gender theorists are awake, and they can see what's going on. That idea of being awake is where they got the word woke from. So what ideas are being socialized into? Either everyone is male or female. Only women can give birth. These are the things that they say we're being brainwashed about. Only men can have penises. Men and women are different. Biological sex is real. The gender theorists think that you can only think these ideas are true and obvious because of your social conditioning. It's nothing to do with reality. It's amazing. And how many millions of people are following them, as well as parents and their children. You got brainwashed, meaning us, by the system into believing that only women can give birth and that men and women are different and that biological sex exists. You only think those things are true because it's been taught to you your whole life, and you can't imagine a world in which those ideas turn out to be false. And for that reason, you can't see how wrong you are. The only people who can see how wrong you are, who have access to the special truth that men can give birth, are the woke gender theorists. And there's more, but I think you get the idea. In other words, they have special privy to this, and we don't. It's absolutely astounding. So, my next question is this. What are you going to do? What are you going to do as an average citizen, parent, taxpayer, community member, in a neighborhood, or anything, any place you want to fit yourself? You'll say, well, it's what their parents want them to do that. We can't do anything about it. Yeah, you can. You can. These people are delusional. I wish them Godspeed. I really do. Obviously, they have some mental things to work out. But this ideology is poisoning our young people and especially our children. It's insane. Just 10 years ago, this would have been so absurd that it would have been a Babylon Bee or an Onion piece. But now this is reality. And I want to make clear, I call for zero violence. This website demands it, and I think that should be done as well. This is not against the LGBT community. This is against certain members that say they are part of that community. All the gay people and the lesbian people that I know, frankly, and I had a couple of trans people come in my store, think this is horrid. A horror show beyond description. And every gay and lesbian person that I know says these people do not represent me. So this is not a shot against the LGBT community. Just members that say they align themselves with that community. It's insane. It's insane. The question goes back. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to say? Going to run for school board? Going to go to a school board meeting? Well, I don't have any children, John, so why should I bother? It's the society around you and your community that's collapsing. Not just economically, but socially and morally. I'm not talking about every word in the Bible you have to live by. I'm not talking about religious morals. I'm talking about just decent, human, everyday, common morals. This is insane. It's insane. It's hard to describe. It's hard to describe. I used to say this when I was a councilman in upstate New York, when some of the council members come up with incredibly ridiculous things. I used to say, I don't have enough experience in the mental health field to begin to understand what you're talking about. And this is the same. But now they've been turned loose on our children and our society. It's infected in major corporations, mainstream corporations that have influence with movies and culture, Disney for one, and there's many, many others. And this small percent of woke gender theorists have taken the other 95% of the country and held them hostage. Use extortion tactics. We will destroy you on social media. We will get you fired from your job. We will call a boycott against your company. In a lot of ways, they're terrorists. But not terrorists in the sense that we know of planting bombs and killing people. They're terrorists because their ideology has such a hold on them. They see nothing else. Anyone that does not believe the way they do is the enemy. Well, it's about time, folks. Run for school board. Go to a school board meeting. Go through the library in your kid's school. Get 4 or 5 parents to come in there. The mama bears are out there now and they're mad as hell. This has to come to an end. I don't have a problem with drag queen shows as long as they're shown to adults. Telling a 6, 7, 8-year-old that you can pick your gender is incredibly, incredibly dangerous. And not even counting the physical operations to alter bodies of minors. The lawsuits that are going to come out of this in the next 15 or 20 years are going to be astronomical. And against the pharmacies, I should say the pharmaceutical companies, and the doctors that prescribe these hormone altering or stopping drugs. This is insane. Absolutely insane. What are you going to do about it? Until the next time, goodbye and good luck.